Hey man, it's Aaron from the Underground Railroad, and you guys are tuning into another wonderful show from the Four-Eyed Radio Network. To listen to more awesome episodes from your favorite people at the Fern Network, you can tune into foureyedradio.com. Izzy, ooh.
Hi, this is Kyle from Arcade Bros. If you're like me, you like a little joy in your life. We're proud to present that we are sponsored by America Joy Print Shop. If you need cut vinyl, store lettering, business printing, forms, card magnets, and anything else printing needs, America Joy is the one for you. When you contact America Joy, just tell them the Fern sent you.
Woo! We're back! We're back in action on the Underground Railroad.
A rowdy howdy to you all.
Yeah, Rowdy is right. It is Friday Eve.
Yes, it is.
Since we just came out of the holiday season, I decided Thursday night is Friday Eve, so it's another reason to celebrate life. Woohoo!
Yes. Put the train on.
Put it on.
Run the train on, everybody.
Get on that track. Get on the track to get down. Okay. So, Noodle,
Yes.
what's new?
Well, I don't know if you guys have caught this new trend. It's called a staph infection. It's pretty hip. I'm sure the hipsters are going to be adorning them on their knees soon, like me. Yeah, so had a little trip and fall a few weeks ago. Well, a week and a half ago.
A week ago?
Yeah. And a little pebble decided to lodge itself into my knee.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. And yeah, so it basically got infected. Infections. And so yeah, now I'm on 3 different antibiotics.
So wait, just from your knee getting infected?
Yeah, apparently because I tried to basically like tweeze it out with my fingers.
Gross.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
and so I think from that action, it kind of whatever was on my fingers, because we all know I don't wash my hands.
Yeah, you
I mean,
definitely got pulled into the office.
Why would
that
you?
one.
Yeah, I did get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why waste time? You know,
Yeah.
let's keep going. Let's keep keeping on. No, but so yeah, I was trying to squeeze shit out, and nothing happened. But apparently, by doing that, a bunch of lovely germinations, aka
I
MRSA.
literally thought you were about like lovely Germans just like poured out of my wound.
Yeah, lots of Nazis
Yeah,
came
this is the Nazis. We
out
have taken
of
over the
my-
staph infection. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, hi. But yeah, so basically, can we skip 2014? Can we do that?
Dude, I already wanted 2013 to end, and now 2014 has started, and I can't let it skip because
No, we need to skip
You
it.
can't
this is-
blame the year. It's just life.
No.
That's what happens.
No, because this is the year I'm changing my life. Everything changes this year.
Life happens regardless of what your plans are. Boosh. Life is 10% what happens, 90% of how you react to it.
No, I know. That's what I've been
I
saying.
just changed careers and became a motivational speaker.
However, I still
that's what I
feel
said
like
to people.
my staph infection hurts.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. Because, like, I keep thinking that, like, whatever happens to me, I'm invisible because I got a tetanus shot a couple years ago. But I feel like tetanus shot does not keep you safe from staph.
It is
It
not.
definitely does not keep you safe from hepatitis. I
No.
learned
No.
that
Or
the hard way.
Now
herpes.
with a staph infection, is it Gandalf sitting there going, "None shall pass"? He throws his
Oh,
stick
man.
down.
That's rough, bro.
Yeah,
That's
with the
rough, bro.
staph.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can get through anything now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So basically, the next episode, the last week's episode, or this week's episode before this episode, Aaron and Mark were tired as fuck.
Mark was tired and it affected my energy.
And I literally like took over the show. It was
Yeah, you
amazing.
did. You glitter bombed it.
I see it's catching on.
Ooh,
Glitter
Where did I hear
bombs.
that before? Glitter bomb. Is that from a Mariah Carey movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it bombed and it was titled
That's
Glitter.
what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Snap.
But no, we've got a
I'm
lot of
just
glitter going on.
No, basically, I'm just trying to take over as many shows as possible, just so Eric's all like, "You have more shows than me now," and I'll be like, "Yeah, I do."
Well,
Oh, enchanté.
it happens.
Damn, we should have brought more alcohol then.
I just gotta beat.
would've
No, I
moved-
just gotta
I
beat Kevin
know.
Smith. He has 5
Massacred.
shows on his
We
network.
should have brought alcohol.
You did say that,
Yeah.
and I think you want to perform fellatio upon him,
On who?
Kevin Smith.
No.
Okay, I got really confused because I was like, yeah, we should have picked up some alcohol. And you were like, you said that. And then the fellatio comment happened.
See,
And I was
you weren't here for
confused.
the previous week's episode, so you didn't hear my whole thing about guys becoming gay.
Guys,
Yeah.
not all guys are gay because when you're masturbating, what are you doing? You're jacking off another. You're jacking off a
No. See,
penis.
Okay, I'm gonna lay the knowledge.
That's
on
all I'm
you.
gonna say.
No.
I'm gonna
Listen to this upcoming episode on Saturday.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we don't need to have repeating theories.
Not repeating theories. It's called callbacks, Aaron.
Callbacks. I made a
repeating-
callback the other week, but the people who were here weren't at
Involved in
the
it.
show when the first reference of me marrying a bull shark happened. So we're just moving on from there.
Oh, did you hear about the 2 guys in Canada
No.
who saved a shark from choking on an elk?
I thought you were gonna say baby.
On an elk?
It was either an elk or a moose.
Damn. What kind of shark was it?
I want to say
Was it a groove shark?
no. No.
Trying to eat a grizzly bear? Ooh, because of grizzly bear music, groove shark.
I have no
Anyway, not important.
No, I got it.
idea. I
Thank
want to
you.
say it's a bull shark, but I don't think that was right.
Yeah. Because
Like when they found
a
it.
moose and an elk, like, those are pretty mammoth animals.
Well, this is the thing. Like,
Sharks are big too,
Sharks-
but
the shark was like beached when basically it was one guy coming
A
from
land shark?
maybe
Oh,
with the
shit.
radiation, but basically it's up in
'Cause they're
Canada.
out there.
It happened in Canada, so basically this one guy was driving home from I'm gonna say the bar, and then another guy coming in the other direction. They both saw the same object like beached on this like area, and they're both like, "Oh hey, let's go help this shark out, eh?" And they like got whatever.
They're
out.
all riding it.
Yeah, they got whatever out of it, and they actually pulled it back into the ocean, which was probably the worst idea they could have ever done because it could have turned
Yeah.
around and just like killed both of them. Luckily, it didn't.
Yeah,
little fella.
maybe it should have. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, the one guy's last name was Ball, so I was hoping the other guy was called like Cock and Ball, and they could have done
There's gonna be a Lifetime
Crazy balls.
mini-series about that.
oh yeah, the Adventures of Cock and Ball, eh? We try to save sharks. How many do you save? 1 a year, eh?
It should be
the
ball
show,
sack.
The show is really kind of taking it deep, you know, eh?
Well,
Well, what have you guys been up to this week? Come on.
Hey, stop it. Basically, we've been thinking about you.
No. It's...
No.
Maybe you're speaking for yourself on that one.
No, it was funny because I went to the emergency room and it was so great fun. Uh-oh, I must. Oh, no, it's too. Okay.
Stop playing with shit.
I'm sorry. I just.
There you
Sometimes
are.
I tootle doddle. But no, so we're at the emergency room waiting area and we start, of course, I'm with my dad and like, of course, because my dad never meets a stranger, we end up talking to this girl that's sitting next to us and like she's 34 and she does that thing when you talk to people, when you're in, like they'll talk to, and you notice like one eye will close when you talk to them.
Oh, okay.
So you know at one point they were heavily medicated for a while, like either
In the womb or otherwise.
antidepressants or
Something.
like obviously they had like a really serious drug past. But so she was like telling us about her 17-year-old son and we're like, "Oh, right on. Cool. You have a 17-year-old son, you're 34. Got started early. That's good." But so she's talking about her son and then like does not indicate whatsoever that he might possibly be different. and she's like, you want to see a picture of my son? And me and my dad are like, yeah, of course, yeah. And so it's her
People always love
son.
to show you pictures of their kids when you
Yeah.
don't even know them.
Right.
Yeah.
And like her son like is in a wheelchair, and me and my dad are just like, oh, hey, what great eyes he has. Wow. And then my dad's like, so what happened? Why is he in a wheelchair? And I'm just like, yeah, just going for it, Dad.
Just go
Good.
straight for it, Andy.
Just going for it, doesn't even care. And she was like kind of caught off guard and almost like offended. And
Well, because one thing, this is people you randomly met in the emergency room. Two, probably, yeah, I could see why she wasn't expecting that question. Like,
what if you show someone a picture of your handicapped child and you don't even like give us any kind of warm up to the fact that maybe he might be, I don't know. Anyway, so like she was like, you know what, it was just a birth defect and I don't really want to discuss it. But I mean,
well, I mean, it could have been a lot of personal history that she didn't want to get into with you guys.
oh
Like,
no, but
she might
she
have
was
been
willing
shooting
to
meth
tell
while
us.
she was pregnant, or
Yeah, she
I
was
don't
willing
know.
to tell us about her like pancreatitis and all this other shit.
yeah, people.
But
People have their buttons that.
I mean, I guess yeah, you learn a lot when you're in the emergency room.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
so
I'm
I'm just saying out there, everybody, if you're gonna show someone a picture of your handicapped child, watch out. There might be questions.
Game.
Yeah, there might
Where's
be.
my
Was it
pain?
that kind of handicap or like
No, he was like,
with Down syndrome or something?
I mean, his teeth were pretty big for his face, but other than that, I mean, he looked normal.
So he's probably Down syndrome.
I don't know.
No, it wasn't Down syndrome.
Are you sure?
I'm not gonna try to diagnose a stranger's child.
Oh, I will, because I'm like the new Dr. House, except on a podcast where I don't have to look at the person. I'm just like, it's never lupus.
Yeah.
It's always Down syndrome.
Well,
It's
okay,
Asperger's.
so at my work, there's this man he came in the other week, and he had a service dog with him, and it was this adorable, super friendly, chill as balls, like basset hound named Bentley. Bentley and I became very fast friends. And the man just started, because he was noticing like the way his dog was sniffing around, and my coworker made a comment about how, oh, he probably smells the other dog. And this guy's face lit up and he's like, there's another dog here. It's like, no, I just sometimes bring my dog in. And he was like, oh, awesome. And so he starts talking about the fact that his Bentley is a service Bentley. And he was like, well, I have him for my own service needs, but I also take him when I volunteer at this children's shelter for
Oh, you got a staph infection.
autistic and other, and like children with other learning disabilities and other disabilities. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And I didn't ask him like anything further. Like he mentioned he had him for his own service needs, and then was also like, I go to, and he's like, you know, and any day that I'm feeling really down on myself, I think about the kids that I volunteer with and how, you know, at least I've got all my limbs and da 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 da. And then proceeds to tell me as I'm wrapping his stems of Gerber daisies and ringing him up, he's like, I was diagnosed with AIDS 24 years ago, and just keeps going on and on and on, like to the point where I don't know how to respond to that. Like, you didn't look sick. I didn't even.
Way to kicking those AIDS in the ass.
Yeah,
like,
I was
you're
just like,
showing
damn,
those AIDS.
you're awesome. You've got a great attitude. But I was just like, whoa, that's a lot of
That's
information
kind of-
just to
yeah.
pass on to the person
Your
who's
clerk, yeah.
Yeah.
Or your flower.
ringing you up. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be like, I don't know, if you went to like the grocery store and you're just buying some like vitamin water. And
I wonder
you're
if
like,
he tries to use that like to get a discount or something.
well, he came back this week and was like, yeah, I ended up giving those flowers away to my friend for their birthday, so I'm gonna buy some for myself that I get to like keep in the home. And I was like, cool, like he's a really sweet guy. The dog was there again, and like I love the dog, so awesome. Like if he wants to be a regular customer of ours, so excited about it because he's a sweetheart. Well, after he leaves, my coworker, a different coworker than the one who was there the first time he came in, she asked, she was like, so why does he have a service dog?
That's what I was thinking.
And I told her, I was like, well, I know he told me that he brings it when he volunteers like with autistic children. She's like, is he autistic? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was like, there was a woman I knew who her husband died, and once she was widowed, she was super depressed, and her therapist just recommended she get a service dog. And like she has a service dog for her depression. Like
yeah, some
people
service
have
dogs
it for
remind them to take their medicine or remind them to watch porn.
Yeah, I mean there's
certain
all sorts
needs.
of reasons, but
yeah.
like I guess because the warmth that he and I greeted each other with, like when he came into the shop, she just assumed that I knew everything about him.
Yeah.
And so when she was like, oh, is he like, why does he have a service dog? I'm like, I don't know.
Why does anybody?
And she's like,
We
and
want
I was
our
like,
dogs
I
around us at
know
all
he
times.
brings it like volunteering with autistic children. Oh, is he autistic? I don't know. I'm sorry, I did not get his medical records.
Yeah.
At the same time, I took his cash transaction. Like,
yeah. No, it's funny how like once you get to talking to somebody, you can get a lot of information. And like that's how it is in Europe. When someone says like, "Hey, how are you?" It's not like good, I'm okay, I'm fine, fantastic, wonderful. It's like, "Oh, well, Johnny went and got his toe fungus like taken care of today, and I'm gonna go do this, and then I'm gonna be singing in the choir on Sunday, so you should come and see me."
yeah, it
like,
turns into like a 30-minute coffee
yeah,
break or
where
something.
it's not just like a hey, see ya, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where there are some times when you run into people
And you just want to like,
and you
hide.
just want it to be like, oh my God, I hope you didn't see me.
yeah.
That happened to me the other morning. I was taking my dog on a walk, and it wasn't even morning. It was like Sunday late morning, and I was waiting for my dog to finish pooping, which is always a fun activity.
You need to clean up your doggy poop.
I do.
I
I do. And
it's
I always
natural
laugh.
fertilization.
I always laugh when I'm because I have one of those things on my leash now that like carries a roll of bags.
Oh yeah,
Super
nice.
handy. But it's kind of a pain in the ass because like it doesn't I don't
Lock or
well, what it is like if it's a brand new roll of bags, it takes a while, like it doesn't have enough room to move around in the container it's in.
Mm-hmm.
And then the perforation on it is something that like I have to use two hands to rip it off, so it's not like an easy pull rip. I'm picking up your poop. So like she poops and then it's like a couple minutes struggle, and I'm always laughing to myself when like people are walking by and I'm like fighting with this bag cuz I'm trying to be a responsible pet owner. So I'm fighting with the shit bag trying to pick up shit, and I hear somebody like unlocking their bike, and then I turn around nonchalantly to like continue walking with my dog, and I noticed the individual who just unlocked their bike is somebody that I actually know from like running into at shows and such. And they were walking their bike with their head like to the ground. So I didn't bother to say hi or anything because I was like,
you're like, I just want to get out of here
just
and
like
get ready
just
for work.
booked it. And I thought a few things. I was like, okay, fuck, this person might be living right across the
Around,
block from
yeah.
me, so I'm probably gonna run into them a lot. So okay, like next time I see them, definitely say hi
Hi.
to avoid things being awkward
Weird.
in the future. And then 2, I was like, wait a minute, it's late Sunday morning. You could have just been crashing out of buddies. So
For sure.
But then I got a Facebook message from this individual at like 5 a.m.
The next
Yeah, so
morning?
like Monday at like 5 a.m., I have a Facebook message from this person. And they were like, how have you been? I miss talking to you, blah, blah, blah. And I just thought it was a little too coincidental.
Yeah.
So I feel like they probably saw me too and felt awkward about it and didn't want to say anything. But then
Do I know them?
you might. Actually, I don't know.
Okay.
You haven't been to a certain venue in a while.
Longs?
There, yeah, as well as the fort.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, and there's like I have nothing against this person. Like we've always gotten along, but it was just like in that minute when I saw them
Like
that morning,
not
I
in
was
the
like,
mood, yeah.
ah, and then was like, okay, cool, like whatever. And then I just thought that like the Facebook message was a little too coincidental.
Yeah.
And a friend,
I would say.
Skylar St. John, and I talked about it, and the whole like, you messaged me at 5:30 in the morning.
Strange.
There should be like a time frame between. I think Skylar recommended
11.
between like 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. when
Off limit.
other than family shouldn't be like messaging you. And
Was
if
it a
family
Facebook
is
or was it
messaging
a-
you, it was Facebook.
Okay.
Shouldn't be messaging you
Oh, I just
unless
stick
it's
with
like an
AOL.
emergency. And
In a well?
No,
AOL
it said
instant
AOL.
message.
Instant message that bitch.
I wonder if
playa.
my old screen names still work.
Possibly, broham. You gotta bro it up with the AOL, brah.
Brassifer.
Do people still use? Actually, I've seen people still using AOL accounts.
Yeah, brah.
But does
Do
Instant
they?
Messenger still work?
Yeah, it should.
Huh. I wonder if I could download it and like.
You could download for your phone, brah.
Fuck! Stop calling me bra. I'm not wearing one tonight.
Gross.
Whatever.
Just
This is
kidding.
stuff your brother
You
does
would.
not need to hear
Just kidding.
You
unless
love
it's in
it.
the bedroom.
Yeah, I should save that for
Because
the
you know
Later.
me with bras, I can't get that shit done.
Yeah.
Just a quick snip. Snap.
But yeah, so like I thought that was an interesting thing to think about of like, okay, between 2 a.m. and 6 in the morning, if you are getting messaged by people that aren't your best friends or family members in an emergency,
Or you're just stalking
you
an
shouldn't
ex.
be messaging them. But then I
Those are the
thought
stalking hours.
I'm
very-
guilty of it too because I think there should be a breathalyzer installed in phones and laptops.
They do have those.
No.
I might need to get
That's when
them.
I do my best work, though. I fucking love you. And mom's like, go to bed.
It's always that like moment where
Yeah,
I
right.
wake
She's
up
like,
in
I
the
love you
morning
too, Stevie.
and I
You're my
have like
favorite.
Like,
notifications
you don't fucking call
and
me
I'm like,
Stevie, you cunt.
and I don't even remember like, it's like, oh, so and so liked my photo on Instagram.
Which
What?
I need to learn.
Okay,
I did
question.
not post that.
Is drunk
Did I?
calling and drunk texting still a thing, or are we just drunk Facebooking now? Because I remember, like,
It's all of the above.
I remember when I used to get drunk back in the day. Well, I still get drunk, but back in the day when I got drunk, and then you just go through your phone and you just call everybody. And the weirdest one is when somebody you like, this person's not gonna pick up, and they do, because you just feel like leaving like a random message.
No, I'm glad that there's like Facebook texting, like drunk, like phone calls. It's
because
better
then
than
you
like.
can drunkenly bother somebody without waking them up.
I remember when like guys would like come
your
to my
place.
house and like drive like really loudly around the neighborhood, like skidding their tires and like just making
throwing shit at your window.
and just being like obscene.
What are you from, like the 1940s?
Yeah, duh. Don't shut up.
Like no one throws rocks
Sunshine.
anymore. I actually did that.
No,
one time.
it was like them
Broke a
driving
window.
around.
Didn't work out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
It's fun though.
And plus, you have to clean up.
Oh, I didn't clean it up. I just bolted.
Yeah,
Mm.
good call.
But then
you ran faster than Justin Bieber. ha ha ha.
But then the next day, the girl was like, "Yeah, it was so weird. This brick just threw through my window." I was like, "Oh, thank God I threw the brick. I thought I shot the shotgun off."
Yeah. So
Wait, what about Justin Bieber?
he egged somebody's house.
Okay, 'cause I keep
And-
hearing about it and I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so he
I'm sorry,
decided
but I
to
do
egg
wanna know.
somebody's house,
In his
and
neighborhood.
he lives in like
Calabasas or something like
so.
super
It's like, dude,
rich.
you live in an area where they're cop callers. They're people with money. If something happens to their house, they're gonna call the fucking cops. Like,
Oh, sorry about that.
Well, why is he
Oh, because
throwing
he retired.
eggs?
He retired, and since he's not, because if you think about it, his teenage years, where he should have been doing these kind of pranks with his friends, like if he went to high school and everything like that, he would have like TP'd a house and egged a house. But he retired from music now, so now he's trying to get back his youth. So now
He
he's
retired from music.
Well, you just said he retired. I don't know anymore. But anyways, just like, hey, I'm just gonna throw eggs at your
what
house.
it is he's still like what? He's not even 20.
Yeah, I think he's 19.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so he's not even old enough to be in a bar. He's got a shit ton of money. All of the adults that have been around him haven't been role models for him. They've been trying to make a buck off of him.
Right.
So now he's in fucking Calabasas with nothing to do but blow cocaine and egg people's houses. Because when the SWAT team showed up at his house, that's what they found.
Which
a
is
bunch
weird.
of
Cocaine?
yayo.
Really?
Which is weird
So not
because I
surprised.
really thought that Usher would have been a really good role model.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that just me? Because I would have left my kids with him. I'm like, teach them shit. I'm out.
They would have been great dancers.
Mhm.
Nah, face. I would have left my kids with Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wait! Did I get these people pregnant?
But
God.
yeah,
why?
I guess
Britney
when the
Spears.
cops showed up, there was like
I didn't hear that part of the story.
cocaine just like sitting on the coffee table.
What?
Though he had an out, though. He just been like, Lindsay Lohan was him, bro.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Well, my thing is the way I see it. Okay, Miley Cyrus isn't even 21 yet, so she can't even legally go to a bar. They've both been making a bunch of money since
Oh, yeah.
they were
Tweens.
tweens, whatevs. They're gonna make a lot of stupid, fucked up mistakes that we all did too, but we just weren't in the limelight. Let them have their like fuck off sauce.
Yeah, well, I'm
And you know, if in a couple of years when they're like 27, if they're still like if they're going to rehab for the 7th time,
Can you get arrested for throwing eggs? Like, really?
I think it was probably just like a vandalism charge. But because it's a high profile celebrity and like he's already had issues with stuff, like I guess he
it's
started
animal
drinking
cruelty.
purple drink or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. But the way I see it is like Miley and Biebs are gonna make some fucking dumb ass juvenile mistakes
Yeah.
for the next couple years.
Well, this is the thing.
They're gonna do it.
This is the problem. Justin Bieber was fine. You know, he was doing his shit, and then all of a sudden he hit a certain age, and he just was like, I'm going to do everything bad, eh? I'm going to pee in a bucket at a restaurant, eh? Like, he's Canadian. He wants to do, like, all the shit now, but it's just like, no one fucking cares, man. You're, like, literally, like, as soon as Miley Cyrus came out and did her twerking thing, and now she's just, like, doing whatever the fuck she wants. Like, she's like, I got a new tattoo. I'm doing this. I'm like, dude, you are so under the radar that no one cares. And this is why no one cares.
That's funny. But the way I see it is like, okay, until they're Robert Downey Jr. junioring it, or like
Yeah.
drinking tiger's blood and
Okay.
being Lindsay Lohan, nobody gives a shit.
this is the
right
thing,
now,
though.
I see it as kids acting out because they get to,
And they get away with it.
And
'cause
yeah,
it's
they can
so-
just
Whatever.
throw money at it and they'll be fine.
But this is
Yeah.
the thing, though, with Robert Downey Jr., though, if you think about it, he was pretty much, like, written off after the shit he did. Like,
Yeah.
and then,
What was that brought him back?
It was Iron Man.
Okay.
Was it the John Farva, I think was the guy who directed it,
Yeah.
was the guy who casted Iron Man. And everybody was all like, why are you picking Robert Downey Jr.? I'm like, a recovering alcoholic, lives in his
Yeah,
father's shadow. I'm like,
perfect.
perfect. And he, not only
That's-
did he
that's
nail it,
Tony.
but now look at him now. Like, he is back, like,
Oh, he's a fantastic
Everybody
actor.
loves this guy. It's nothing
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like
how
he
did
had
he
a
get
drug,
resurrected?
Like basically, he had a drug
'Cause he
problem.
was gone.
He had basically. I think what really drove the line was when he broke into somebody's house while he was drunk and passed out on their child's bed. And I'm like, why are you guys complaining? I'm like, if I woke up and Tony Stark was next to me, I'd be like, win.
Yeah, where then you have like
Anne Heche did the same thing. Like she was on ecstasy and like drove like somewhere into the desert and like ended up like breaking into someone's house and like they're like she's like, I'm on ecstasy, I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening. And like they called the cops. And then she turned straight after that.
See, I wouldn't even call the
Wow.
cops anymore. I would just like, what we need to do is we need a Batman in every state that would just like stalk celebrity piss hands, and every time they do something wrong, he would just jump down from like the trees and just beat
that
them.
actually
No,
is
how
a
are they
really
gonna
great
learn?
idea because it'll
Like, think about it.
it's positive for our fucked up foster child system.
Oh, I thought you were about to say our foster child sister. I'm like, no one knows about that. Aaron. Why are you telling people?
No, but it's perfect for all of the kids in America who don't have homes. They're orphans too, just like Bruce Wayne. And now we can elect one of them in every city.
Think about it. We train them. We make them, and they wear a mask. They're dressed as Batman. They drop down. Justin Bieber's like running away. Ha ha! I ate that house. Hey! He just jumps down, punches that kid in the face. He's gonna be like fucking like, I'm not doing shit again, dude. It's like Batman's always watching. It's like put these fucking kids in their place, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
solved
they like
America.
and
the
he's
media,
not gonna
huh?
give you coal when you've been naughty like Santa Claus does.
No,
He'll
just-
give you a fucking swift kick to the fucking face.
By the ball.
Yeah, that's what I was saying,
Alright.
man. Like
He will grappling hook out your spleen.
kids will
is
be all
what he
like,
will
you want to
do.
egg a house? I'll be like, dude, fucking Batman's
Be like,
watching.
no,
dude.
Batman is among us. I
It's all
can't.
like who's Justin Bieber gonna sue? I'm gonna sue that guy. Like literally, you're gonna take Batman to court.
Gonna take.
But he doesn't exist. So
Yeah, people be like, what are you talking about, Bieber? Why don't you lay off
yeah,
the coke,
you think
Bieber?
you're seeing Batman right now?
Why don't you
But-
suck a dick, Bieber?
At the same time, it does a great job and relief to our overwhelmed social care system.
Yeah.
Or we could just elect, was it Lindsay Lohan's mom? She did a bang up job.
Oh yeah, she's a great
She
parent.
did a lot of banging.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Jeez.
Because I feel like Lindsay has reached like Charlie Sheen status at this point, where
Where she's just basically unusable.
Yeah,
like
nobody
you
wa-
can't
she's a
tolerate her.
liability.
Yeah, she's
Okay, this is the
kind
thing.
of like a VCR.
This
Yeah.
is the thing, though. But Charlie Sheen, on the other hand, he was doing good, and then
he owned it though.
he
like,
fucking went crazy. But then he got the job on FX doing that anger management show.
oh,
they
I
did-
didn't really see. Got it.
I didn't see that.
It didn't
show.
take, but it didn't last long.
No,
right?
it did.
Oh,
Like,
is it
basic-
still on?
Well, this is what happened. He did the first he did the first season, and then they go, "We want to sign you again." He goes, "I'll do it again only if you get me to 100 get to do 100 episodes." By the time he hits the 100 episode mark, it goes into what is it called? Like where you can rewatch it, and he'll start getting the royalties.
Oh, yeah.
So so I'm not even to believe. I'm like, I think his whole thing was an act. He was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go
he
crazy.
pulled a Joaquin.
Yeah, he just pulled a Joaquin, and the next thing you know, now he's all like, yeah, I'm fine. Now he's making all this fucking money. I don't know if the show's still on FX, but I remember like when it happened, like it became like a huge hit with him. So.
I don't know. You could tell though he had done.
Oh yeah, no, he's
Oh
fucked
yeah,
up.
he's got.
Heck,
some-
he doesn't even have any teeth anymore. Like it's all dentures. Like
Yeah.
Damn.
winning. This is the best Charlie Sheen I got.
Oh my
That
God.
I mean, it would be winning if he was into giving blowjobs. Take the dentures out. Best head.
Winning.
I don't know.
No.
Actually, wouldn't that be like what the people would be saying after they like got a blowjob from Charlie Sheen?
Exactly.
Winning. All over your
Yeah.
face. This is better than the donkey show I went to.
Yeah, Tijuana.
Oh, you
Good
went to
times.
Tijuana. Oh, that's a tame donkey show. Don't
that's
go to
a,
Guatemala.
That's a painted zebra.
Yeah.
Don't go to Guatemala.
I like bright
donkey
colors
show.
though.
Oh, there's lots of that. Why don't you go to French Market?
I
Lots of colors there.
love it.
Did you see the Cooking with Walken?
What?
It's on Funny or Die.
Okay.
But the thing is, it's like they go cook. It's like him and the guy from Special Victims Unit who plays like the old detective. I forgot what the guy's name, but apparently they're like friends. But I pulled it up on YouTube because Kyle posted it on Facebook, And it's funny though because it's like a tame like cooking show. There's a couple of funny parts, but the weirdest part is the market they go to. The market literally has like animatronics in there where like the milk is like in the milk section like dancing and stuff.
That's
you got
awesome.
corn playing like banjos and shit.
It'd be
Even-
awesome.
there's a
Instead
lie-
of
I
carts,
forget
it's a
where it's
robot
at.
that
Yeah, it's
follows
like-
you around.
I don't know if there's that, but then there's
Ah.
like all this like crazy like there's like actual cow. There's like a goat. Like there's like a petting zoo outside or cows. and
Fuck
stuff.
yes. No.
And
Where the fuck is this place?
You'll
I
have
need
to watch
go.
you'll have to watch the video. But what I like about walking is like
I'm moving in there.
there's like a
is
goat.
What's happening.
There's like a goat in the shed. They're like, "Come out, goat! Come out, goat!" He's like, "No, that goat's not coming out. Doesn't care. The goat doesn't care." It's just like,
Goat would care if I was there.
ooh, I think you just found your new Underground Railroad bumper sticker. The goat would care if I was there. You can make
Well,
that a
the
shirt.
other one is Beware Gators.
Yeah.
Well, everyone says that.
That's from our
No one
first,
says that.
one of our first episodes, dude.
No, those never got posted. I edit those out. Every
Okay.
time you have gems that weren't created by me, I get rid of them.
Yeah,
Aw,
thanks.
Thanks, Steve.
You know what? I'm gonna find a new network.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the
Fun.
Four-eyed Rhino network.
four-eyed
Or you
vaginas.
can just do what other networks do and just steal shows that we come up with.
I'll do that too.
Fine.
You know,
Done and done.
totally. So, Powerpuff Girls. They're making a new series of them. And Ringo
Starr
Starr
is
of the Beatles, just a former Beatle, he did a music video for it, and it's called "I Wish I Were a Powerpuff Girl." And the animation for it's pretty awesome because you know how when South Park first started out and it was like very obvious paper cut out.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it looks like, but it's cardboard. So like at certain angles, you can see that like that like almost like waffled section in between like the two sides of the flat of the cardboard.
yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, but Ringo Starr is gonna be on the Powerpuff Girls.
I want to see this.
Yeah.
When is it out?
I think it premieres sometime. I know it's at the end of January, and it's going to be. Now I don't know. Is this going to be the new animation for the show?
I don't know, but if it is, I'm okay with that
because remember when we saw the movie.
Yeah.
When we saw the movie, and then what was really cool is they made brand new episodes with the updated artwork. They did that with Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah.
And I really like that guy's artwork. Now I have to research it because I don't know. Hopefully it's the same creator.
Yeah.
Because what's weird is the same creator.
I just can't wait for my favorite monkey to be back.
Actually, the first episode is with Mojo Jojo. He
Oh,
kidnaps
yeah.
actually
I've had this
he actually
fucking
kidnaps
keychain
the
for
character
ages.
that
Yeah.
he actually kidnaps the character that Ringo Starr plays in the first
Is
episode.
he the new Mayor Townsville?
No. Oh, they better not replace the Mayor
They
Townsville.
better
He
not.
was great.
Oh my gosh.
Powerpuff! I can't even do it.
Oh my gosh. I
You
love
need
the
to
Powerpuff Girls so
you
much.
need to open this jar
Jar
of pickles.
pickles.
That was like his main
I
concern.
always wanted that phone.
But the one voice I can do from Powerpuff Girls was, oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, she was so creepy.
My name is him.
He was so creepy.
He
It was
reminds
like-
me
it
of
was-
the guy from Family Guy.
No, the Family
But
Guy.
he's got the whistle.
Say that, kids. He's a little bit more.
Yeah,
but the guy, the evil. It was just called him, but it's
Him.
literally the devil with lobster
In
claws and
drag.
drag, and he literally was just like, "We need to destroy the Powerpuff Girls." But then he would really get like, "We're gonna destroy them."
Yeah.
And just like getting this deep voice with stuff.
And the
That's-
Gangrene Gang.
Oh, the Gangrene-
Oh,
oh, that's
man. So many good villains.
My
Such
favorite.
a-
What
like-
I have to say, I absolutely love the Powerpuff Girl movie. I thought it was a fantastic film. They did a great job with the animation and stuff like that. But literally, my favorite part was like when they have to try to stop Mojo Jojo with all the monkeys, and all the monkeys are going rampant. Like literally, like he creates all these monkeys.
It was kind of like Outbreak.
Actually, it was more like Planet of the Apes.
Oh, that too.
But he creates all these monkeys, and he's like, "You have to respect me. I am Mojo Jojo." You know, he's doing his thing, and then it's all like, all the other monkeys are like, "No, fuck you. I'm not listening to you." They all like take on their own persona, so they all start making this stuff. And then what I love is, they're trying to save people, but they're trying not to hurt anybody. The Powerpuff Girls, and literally like, Buttercup is trying to save the dog that's like in
Buttercup.
every single
episode.
and like every time he gets saved, he's like, "Thanks." Like it talks. And what I love is like, it's like she finally hits one of the monkeys, and everyone just freezes. And they're all like, she's like, he wouldn't let go, and I didn't know what to do. And you just literally see all the girls then just get this smile on their face, and their eyes kind of go like this, and then they just start.
They're
whooping.
just like,
it's
fuck
just like,
yeah, we're gonna kick some ass
like
now.
as I know as much as everyone's like, it's a girls' movie. It's actually, we saw it in theaters. It was a fantastic movie. Like if you saw the Powerpuff Girls in theaters, kudos to you. Like, and you know what? Don't even give me shit because we had so many fucking bronies out there. You know what? I'm starting like a Powerpuff Girl thing for guys because I'm like,
At
that
least
shit is the
they're
best.
Part
Okay,
human.
first off, they're human and they can
And they're
kick some
kicking
fucking ass. Do you know what their
ass.
original
Yeah.
names were?
Powerpuff.
No, the Kick-Ass
Kick-Ass
Girls.
girls.
Oh,
that's
Kick-Ass
right.
Girls.
Dude,
Sorry, I
I
got-
love
Interesting
the
that they
Powerpuff
got-
Girls.
Where
Yeah.
did Powerpuff come from then?
Because when they had to market it to when they marketed
Girls?
Cartoon Network,
Cartoon
they were
Network.
like, we love the name, but you're gonna have to change
Change
it.
it,
you know?
yeah.
Like if
Oh,
it went on,
'cause it's Kick-Ass.
I literally, if it went on,
What about Kick
adult,
Butt Girls?
if it literally was gonna go to Adult Swim, but Adult Swim wasn't around by then, they
Yeah,
probably
that's
would have been.
right.
They probably
Adult
would've
Swim didn't even
been-
exist.
exist then.
Mm-mm.
They probably would have been like, yeah, we're gonna take this and make.
No,
it
like
Kick-Ass
I
Girls.
remember being in middle school, just being like in love with the Powerpuff Girls. Like that's like when they came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm so glad that they're bringing them back because.
Well, no. Do you remember Pokemon? Did you guys ever watch Pokemon?
Yeah.
I didn't get super into Pokemon, but
So apparently there was this one episode in Pokemon where one of, I think it was like Michiko or Pichiku or I don't know, one of the something like they hit this bomb and like this bomb like exploded and it let off these like blue and white and red like flashing lights but really
and
fast.
it caused people to have seizures.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that was what happened in Japan, and then when they moved it over here, they had to edit everything because they were afraid
Right.
that the Americans would
Because
get
people
seizure,
were having epilepsy.
epilepsies.
Yeah, and like it
And even I
it
remember
did
in-
happen here though too when they played it and like people watched it and
There was a Simpsons episode that made a joke on that.
yeah.
And I also remember, like, at the same time that happened, there was a series of, I don't know if your school teachers ever did it, but there was, like, teachers will do certain things to, like, get you to be quiet when, like, the class gets all rowdy. And I had some teachers that they used to flash the lights. And I guess it was pretty common. And, like, that had to stop because that was even throwing kids into, like, epileptic fits. Like, kids didn't know they had epilepsy, and then all of a sudden these like lights were flashing and it would like throw them into a seizure.
It's actually now with most video games, they have that warning up there going like, if you have any epilepsy, make sure you check with a doctor before you play these games now. So it's like
That's
that is
crazy.
crazy.
Like just from like I mean I guess
I'm
it's
thinking
good
like
that you
good
find
thing
out
I didn't
some
have
way.
epilepsy because there would have been certain like shows and shit that I would have gone to, and or by
Like-
shows I mean raves or
Like,
dance
Now
parties
that I got
or
like
clubs.
now that I just got so excited about the Powerpuff Girls coming back, I'm like I gotta hit TJ up again because we've been wanting to do a show called Tune In, and we just talk about cartoons.
Ah, there you go. Tune. Yeah.
all about it.
Sorry, I'm
Dude,
just like
Powerpuff's all the fucking way. Like, I had a friend ask me, they were like, favorite superhero. And jokingly, I was like, Captain Planet. And then I laughed a lot. And I was like, I don't know, probably Spider-Man with, like, Batman followed by a close second. And then I was like, oh, wait. Like literally, like, 10 minutes later, I text them back, and I was like, no, wait. Do the Powerpuff Girls count?
Oh, I was a Powerpuff Girl for Superhero Day.
you know what? I want to see that at any
Comic-Con.
Comic-Cons now. I want to see girls go as the Powerpuff, and you
Dude.
know what? I want to see someone as a Mojo Jojo.
I will start making a Mojo costume now for when the Underground Railroad is at the Phoenix.
Who's
Comic-Con.
Mojo Jojo?
What? You,
This guy.
Oh,
I am
never mind,
Mojo
yeah.
Jojo.
Sorry.
He talks like
no,
that.
because I saw something earlier today on Facebook that had like a Mojo cartoon. I thought it was something different.
No,
yeah.
Mojo Jojo.
which is funny because Mojo Jojo was
Is there a
actually
Mojo cartoon?
No.
Okay.
Mojo Jojo was actually Professor. Oh, what's his name?
Yeah.
Stibling?
Oh no, it was just the professor, wasn't he?
It was the
So
professor's
his assistant.
assistant
And-
before the Powerpuff Girls got created.
Well, you know how they got created is Mojo
Jojo
He-
threw in
Chemical X,
Chemical
which not
X.
only
Chemical
made,
X, aka sperm.
which also made them, but also created him.
Yep.
Actually, that's my favorite part because, like, the professor comes home from, like, grocery shopping in the movie, and he's just, like, he puts his eyes here, you just see Mojo just, like, because he's just, like, a monkey in a diaper.
Just a
Like, he's
stupid
not intelligent.
monkey
He's
at
just,
that
like,
point.
running around just breaking shit. And it's, like, the funniest. I'm going to tell Kyle, we're going to have to watch that movie and do a commentary on it. Because I
Yeah.
was thinking about doing commentaries on comic book movies for Kyle and I, where we'll just watch a movie. But now, wait, do you still own it? I gave that to you, you
No.
son of a bitch.
She sold it for some crack.
I did actually.
God damn it, Aaron.
We were
I have to
fiending.
track down that movie.
I didn't even sell
It can be done.
to be honest.
eBay
I
all the way.
No, it's probably at a store or
I-
whatnot.
donated it to a friend who was a nanny.
Okay,
good causes.
so it's good to know where my Christmas gift goes.
I got rid of so much, dude. Like, I thought I was moving to New
what
Orleans
happens
with
when you
only,
move
like,
everywhere.
the shirt on my back. And
what happens.
then
Aaron, that hurts.
things happen. Hey,
Good.
actually, no, it shouldn't hurt because it went away to a good cause. Natalie brought up a good point. I gave it to a friend
She's
who
keeping
is a
it going.
nanny, so she shared it with children who now are going to already know what the fuck is up.
People in the next, 50 years aren't going to know what I Love Lucy was.
No one still knows what it is.
Shut up. I know.
And you don't count.
And I do count.
She counts.
No, I'm sorry. Until your staph infection's gone, you don't count.
It's actually, I have more bacteria that can beat your ass, so I count.
Yeah,
I'm just
you've
kidding.
got a lot of kombucha to drink. Though. You're on
And
3 different kinds of
yogurts.
antibiotics.
Yes. I'm going to start licking the ground. Gonna start licking
Power. You should find
doorknobs.
that Apples in Stereo song. That was the Powerpuff Girls original theme song.
What was it called?
It's by Apples in Stereo. Just Google Apples in Stereo Powerpuff Girls. You'll find it. But
Okay, so did you guys alter your picture one day?
That was my fault, and I meant to do it for me, for my
Oh, okay.
for my Facebook, for my profile.
I got really confused by that too,
I
and I
know.
didn't know if I did something when I was.
No, that was my fault, and
Okay.
it needs to be.
It's nice to see you playing on the Underground Railroad page because
Yeah, that was an accident.
no, you should play
No,
on
I'm
it
definitely
more
not.
often.
Well, I don't know. I didn't realize that I was on it, and I didn't realize that I could
Yep.
do that. Yeah.
You've got all of that power.
But
and
now that I
control.
have the control,
Yeah.
all the powers,
All the
and
powers.
I will do this.
I took a online quiz today about which Star Wars character you are, and apparently the Force is very strong with me because I got Luke Skywalker. But I
That's pretty
don't.
strong.
I'm not very proud of that though, because
Proud of
Luke
what?
about being Luke Skywalker, because Luke is not the best Star Wars character.
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, that's the funny part with Luke. Like,
Yeah, I
this,
have to
this is the thing I
fade
hated.
out.
This is the thing I hated with Luke in the first movie. He's kind of whiny little bitch.
Yeah.
Uncle Owen, this robot's got a bad motivator, and then it's
Yeah.
like, then you see him finally. Okay,
Then
now
he does develop into a badass, and maybe he was just young and immature.
and I get that, but that was for one movie.
Yeah.
With the episode 1, 2, and 3, though, you get Anakin Skywalker's a little boy, even though when Obi-Wan said he met his father, he was a great pilot. And then in the next one, he's like, I'm going to be still a little whiny bitch. And then he was still a whiny bitch in the third movie.
Yeah,
It's just
see,
like, what the
I
fuck?
saw the first two. Wait, was Jar Jar in the first one or the second
He
one?
was in all of them.
He was in all of them.
But he was a huge impact in the first one. And
Natalie
everybody,
Portman was in.
she was in all of them.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so maybe I only saw the first one, and after that one, I was like,
Because
fuck this
in the
noise.
second one,
Hmm.
Jar Jar Binks became a Senate person. Like, he
Okay,
didn't
yeah,
talk at
I did
all.
not see 2 or 3.
Mr. Fuck Up movie!
I
There's
did
a-
not see 2 or 3.
I didn't
but
even know there was a 2 or 3.
3, 4, and 5 are awesome.
How do you... Okay.
Natalie's never watched Star Wars. Hi.
Leave the studio now.
I'm gone.
But just, yeah, FYI, Natalie's never seen Star Wars.
I've seen. No.
Yeah. 3, 4, and 5 are fucking awesome. Or no, 4, 5, and 6 are fucking awesome. That's what it is.
Okay, but
And I get so confused because
let's put it this way.
New
Okay.
Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi
The original trilogies. Actually, Disney's already talked about 3 spin-off movies of doing individual Star Wars characters, and one of the people who were picked, Boba Fett.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
But what I have to say, out of the 3 original, 4, 5, and 6, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, what is your favorite?
Have you guys seen
Empire Strikes Back?
Why?
Because shit gets crazy.
Thank you.
Okay, and you know me. This is coming from
Aaron.
I fucking love
Aaron
Ewoks.
loves Ewoks.
I love Ewoks. And Return of the Jedi still isn't
I'm going to be quoting
my favorite.
Dante Hicks from the movie Clerks, where he's like, what is your favorite Star Wars, Jedi or Empire Strikes Back? And he goes, Empire Strikes Back. Blasphemy. No, he goes, Empire Strikes Back ended on a downer, and that's all life is just a bunch of downers. All that Jedi had was a bunch of stupid Muppets.
Dude, I love Ewoks, and I am for the Jedis. Like, I am definitely I am for the Rebel Alliance all the way, but Empire Strikes Back was pretty fucking bitchin', because it was like, oh shit, we gotta fight.
Well, think about this, okay? If you have not seen, well, you haven't seen Star Wars,
yeah,
so
she doesn't even know what we're talking about.
I've seen Fuck Wars, the porn.
Okay. Well, anyways, we're gonna
Princess Leia.
We're gonna spoil all this for you right now, but it's like you think about it, and it's like Luke finds out Darth Vader's his father. Han gets frozen in carbonite. Like, Mom and Dad saw that in the theaters, and it ended, and they were like, "What?" Like, there was never a movie that ended like you didn't know if there was going to be another one. You were just like, Mom and Dad were like,
and
what?
I mean, Han Solo getting frozen in carbonite, like, Han is so good.
And best line in that too. I love you.
I know.
Maybe you and I should do a Star Wars podcast,
dude. I'll totally do a Star Wars.
You guys should totally
podcast.
do a Star Wars
No, I'm
podcast.
serious. I that would be awesome.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I've just taken
seeing it
over.
happen.
I've taken over Aaron's show for the past 2
Yeah,
episodes.
I was just
Sorry,
back.
Eric beats us when we talk now.
I'll just sit back.
It's okay, because Powerpuff Girls, we got that. Natalie will hopefully be over her staph infection next week.
Yes, please, God, Jesus, Lord. My balls. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll still have all my limbs next week.
I think you should be fine.
I'm getting used to having a bed frame.
My parents are trying to get me to get one.
I've had my bed on the floor for.
Does it make noise?
No, I know, because I remember when we moved it in.
Yeah, no, I've had my bed on the floor for.
Does it make noise?
Years.
When you make sex?
That's not why I'm getting used to a bed frame.
No,
I'm
literally asking because that's why I didn't want a bed frame.
Or
not a bed frame, but a bed kickbox, bed box, bed spring box.
A box spring.
Thank you. Painkillers.
Well, that's like my thing actually, because
painkillers are bad. Everybody.
After our lease is up, I'm going to be moving into my own place. So now I was like, I got to get a bigger bed. So I was looking at bed frames, and I'm very confused by Target site. I saw this kick-ass bed frame that I want. I'm like, oh, this looks amazing. But then it's like $500 something. But I'm like, okay, is it just for the bed frame, or is it coming with all this other? Because
it's probably only for the.
But what I love though, it shows you the bed frame, but then it shows you all the other stuff like that goes with it. So I'm like, I don't want the complete set.
Dude, buy your mattress and box
You want the set
spring
that comes with a lady,
Goodwill.
huh?
No, I'm actually going to buy my mattress and box
brand
spring.
new.
No, at R&S Mattress.
Okay, whatever. It's whatever. Goodwill for your beds. That's what I do.
Where to go?
But yeah, no.
We got number 28. No, I'm sorry.
We're number 28
for bed
states
bugs.
with bed bugs. Yeah, we're number 20. What was the list out of though?
It was like, I hope 51.
Oh, out of all the states.
I hope so.
Yeah, at least we're at the top of the bottom.
At least we're in the
half.
middle.
I'm glad we're not Chicago.
All right.
Numero uno. Los Angeles was number 2.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, which surprised me. I don't know where Oregon or Washington fell on the list. But I just remember, like, with all the free piles. And same with, I wonder where Louisiana
I feel like
up.
because there's not really a lot of people in Portland, it probably wouldn't be that high.
As high. Yeah, but
those,
Chicago's
them
number
big
1.
Cities,
Los
probably
Angeles.
New York was probably a hard third.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't look at the whole list, but Arizona number 28.
28.
So
we're not doing too bad. So shop at Goodwill, everybody.
Well, I will
Yeah.
say this. You guys were at 53 minutes, so you can do what you want. You wanna
all
keep-
right, I say
let's,
fuck you guys. I'm going home.
Fuck
I thought it
and
was,
suck.
screw you guys, I'm going home.
But stay classy,
Take off your-
podcast land.
Yes. We'll see you next time.
We love you.
Love you long time.